Well, hey there, Breakfast Club. Welcome to Monday with Got That Funk. Thanks for joining me. Kizzume Fowler's kicked off another round-robin discussion for this week, that being the following questions. What's your favorite kind of humor? What's your least favorite kind of humor? And do you think a president needs to have political experience before taking the job, or are his morals, character, and judgment sufficient if they're good enough? So I'll obviously get to the humor questions first. And I'm appreciative, Kizzume, that you've made this a relatively light-hearted discussion this time, because I really don't have the time to get in anything deep right now. Let's get down to it. What's my favorite type of humor? Well, that really does depend on an awful lot of things, context being one of them. For example, if I'm going to watch a comedian, say live or on the screen or whatever, I might favor people who sort of have the sense of humor which makes you go, oh, you can't say that. You know, people like maybe Doug Stanhope or Jim Jeffries come to mind. George Carlin, when he was still alive, did some jokes like that where you're just like, dude, whoa. You know? So that, you know, I really do like that sort of thing. It's probably my favorite for stand-up humor, but there's so many different kinds of humor. A stand-up comedy is a sliver of that log, and my own sense of humor is obviously, I think, superior to everyone else's. And that being the case, you know, I kind of favor mine. Why wouldn't I? My sense of humor tends to be either really obvious and puerile, or wry, sardonic, droll, oblique, pick a word. You know, a lot of the times when I'm trying to be funny, people don't realize it, and, you know, I can't help it if they don't get it. And that's my excuse for why they don't get it. If they don't think it's funny, they don't get it. That's my excuse. So that's my favorite kind of humor, wry, sardonic, because that's what I try to employ for the most part. Like I said, other than that, I do have a tendency to be really obvious and puerile and just like stupid. My least favorite type of humor, both in person to watch and also in entertainment, like in movies and TV shows and whatever else, is slapstick. You know, it doesn't mean I don't laugh at it, but I think it's a cheap way to try to get a laugh. I mean, you start laughing at people's misfortunes when you're a toddler, you know, and it's just something we never really grow out of to a pretty large degree. I think most people find certain kinds of well-done slapstick can be funny. I think regardless of the fact that, to me, it doesn't really involve an awful lot of intelligence or really anything other than a pair of eyes with which to see the comedy. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but for me, other forms of comedy are superior. So there's that. Now, do I think in order to become president of the United States, a politician ought to have some political experience or not? Yes, I do. And it's really simple to demonstrate why. Would you let someone perform an operation on your brain if they had never performed surgery before? Would you let someone fix your fucking car if they've never fixed a car before? Would you let someone make you a fucking Subway sandwich if they've never seen a Subway sandwich before or seen one made? See, to me, it's really obvious that someone should have some political experience before getting into an office as seriously complicated and responsible as the presidency of the United States. Character, judgment, integrity, of course, all that stuff matters for any elected office, not just the presidency. But you can have great character and great judgment without being a politician, but you can't really be a successful politician unless you've got great character and great judgment. So there, that's my 2 cents. Thanks for the questions, Kizzume. I look forward to seeing what everyone else has to say. And I guess next week it'll be my turn to initiate a round-robin discussion, so I better get to thinking about what I'm going to get the group talking about. Look forward to your comments down below. I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.